Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check. What's good, y'all, man? It's your co-host, AJ Got It.
And your co-host, Solo. Nice in the building. Bless you.
I love that.
Oh, yeah.
Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Got It Too Nice podcast, where we renew your mind, elevate your grind,
Enlighten your surface and help you find your God-given purpose. Ooh! And today we have a special guest in the building. From California to Florida, DJ Kujho.
Thank y'all for having me, man. Thank y'all.
Man, I don't think that hand clap.
Oh, my
Come on, we gotta do a better job. Once again, let's give it up for DJ Kujho.
Appreciate it.
Man, how you doing today?
Man, great. Is this time stamp?
Oh no.
Oh man, we just had an amazing win. I am the new Mississippi State basketball DJ, and we just had an amazing win against number 5 Tennessee. The energy was electric, man.
Mm-hmm.
My voice is almost gone, so it was a great time.
Oh, yeah.
I feel amazing.
Oh yeah, that's good. How was your Christmas?
It was amazing. And my daughter's with me. Spent time with my family. Traveled, DJ. Same old every year.
Did y'all have some desserts?
Did we? Yeah, we had red velvet cake. I actually just made a cheesecake for my daughter yesterday, or the day before yesterday. So yeah,
I'm gonna need that recipe.
I got you.
I like that.
I'll send it to you.
He was trying to chef before you came.
No, I'll
I
send it to you.
don't try.
No, he was trying.
I'll send it to you when we're done. Like for real.
I know for me, I had a pecan pie,
Okay.
caramel cake,
Okay.
sweet potato pie.
Oh, I did have a German chocolate cake. Have you ever had one of those?
That's the bread and
That's
butter.
literally my favorite cake. So.
That's my mom's staple. She loved making a German chocolate cake.
Yeah.
And every time she make
I ain't
it,
never had that.
you never had it?
Oh man.
You gonna have to make it.
Man,
I don't know if I can make that.
it got some layers to it.
Oh,
like,
Yeah, I did my first caramel cake this past New Year's.
Those hit.
Yeah.
You ever had a
I've never
caramel?
had one.
No.
Never had one.
It's good. Man.
Okay.
It's good. Man, how you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing, man. God is good.
Yeah.
Life is good. Even when it's bad, it's good. So.
So what's one word, before we get into, asking you questions and everything, what's one word you would use to describe 2023?
Spectacular.
Spectacular. And why was it spectacular?
I did so much stuff in 2023. I forgot how much stuff I did. I would go through, like, I think I was telling my friends I was trying to do a year in review. I couldn't fit all. Like, New Year's Eve, we had 12,000 people there. 2 weeks later, I DJ'd at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta for the 3rd time. After that, I DJ'd Zeta Phi Betas, I think regional conference and state conference. DJ the Mississippi Municipal League, DJ for the Congressional Black Caucus, DJ for Mississippi State, DJ for Southern Miss. It's stuff I'm forgetting. Like, God just opened doors for me in 2023 that I never thought. Like places I could only imagine I would be. And it was, I want to say primarily because going into 2023, I switched things up in my life. I had this motto: if it wasn't moving me forward, it's bringing me back. Right? So anything that wasn't progressing me, whether it was spiritually, financially, mentally, physically, I took it out of my life. So if it was, I'm not saying I took out every blog site, but if I look at a post and be like, is this gonna make my day better or worse, or does it matter at all? If it didn't, I got rid of it, and I started replacing those blogs with speakers like Jim Rohn, Les Brown. Started getting more audiobooks. I don't really read books, but I listen to them. Started listening to Think and Grow Rich and was it 7 Effective Habits, Daily Habits of People. And,
Have you ever heard of a book called Atomic Habits?
Atomic Habits. I read that. I listened to that one. Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. I just started. My life just kept being in a repetitive circle.
Yeah.
And I was like, something has to switch. Either I got to change,
Right. Yeah.
or life has to change.
Right.
The only way life was going to change is me changing. And I'm telling you, God just...
Yeah. And that's all about, letting go of your pride and your ego.
Definitely.
Especially as a man, when something's been working for you for so long, and then God is like, all right, look, I'm going to take you for a spin. I'm going to make you do a whole 360.
I was listening to this song. My girlfriend put me on it. And at the end, Mike Todd talking about trade and faith. He said, trade what got you here for what will take you there.
Yeah.
So like, okay, maybe grinding day in and day out got me here. Right. But now I need to replace that with just faith and leaning, just going out and letting God, direct my steps.
Yeah.
So
because when you let him lead in the forefront, man, if God is for you, who can be against you? Exactly. He's right there by your side. You just got to allow him to be the captain, the conductor. And so, man, what made you want to get into the journey of being a DJ?
That happened by happenstance. Like, I was corporate, no tattoos. I was a where was I at? I was a salesman for Best Buy. A couple of managers came into Best Buy. I sold them TVs. They took me from Best Buy. I started selling phones for AT&T. I was in a bad space. I want to say about 2008, 2009. Went out to a bar. One of my homegirls was bartending. She was like, hang out. So hung out with her. And I will say I would always do mixes. Like, I was the only one in my hood that had a laptop, so I would always do the mix CDs and stuff like that. So even at college, when laptops weren't really readily available, so I was the one that had the Napster and the LimeWire, and I would download the stuff for 5 or 6 hours, just one song, and put them on the CD.
Burning the CDs.
I know I'm aging myself, but yeah, that's how it was back in the day. And did that, went to the club, got high off the spirits. My friend, who was my mentor, DJ Sweat, he was DJing at the time. He said, come by the club. Came by the club, he gave me a mic. I just started talking mess on the mic. At the end of the night, he gave me $75. I was like, what's this for? He was like, because you did a good job. You gonna come back next week? I was like, cool. Fast forward, Michael Jackson had passed. I'm doing mixes. I did a Michael Jackson mix, and me and my boys, Rob Hollywood, Nelson, Sweat, we sitting in Sweat's house, and he's getting ready to DJ the club that night. Right. And he was like, man, this jam, don't play at the club. So he played at the club. This college night, 17, 18-year-old Michael Jackson mix. I don't know how it's going to go. He played it twice. He's getting ready to move, and he was like, all right, I'm going to teach you the ropes. And that's how it began.
So where did you find was there any role models or people that gave you inspiration in, coming up with your DJ sets and everything?
Music has always been a part of my life. My dad, he was a musician. He played any and everything under the sun, had a record collection out this world. So my mom is a singer. My daughter is a singer. She plays almost anything. I'm the only one that didn't know how to play anything. And I rarely can hold a note. So when I started DJing, my dad was real happy. He was like, okay, I got a musician. I got a musician.
Keeping the family and everything.
When it comes to DJ sets, I don't, and this is going to sound bad, I don't practice. Like, I just go off the vibe of the crowd.
That's crazy.
I do not, I try to practice. It's boring to me. Like, I know I have to get better at it, especially with like scratching and stuff. Beat mixing and matching, that's always come natural. Scratching is my Achilles heel, and I got to practice on it. But I go in and I don't have any kind of set list, playlist. I just like, all right, this the vibe. Energy moves.
How do you see that? Like, I just think about that. How do you see?
I can give you an example of weddings. I'll look for that one auntie. She started bobbing her head. I got her. Now I got that whole table. Now that whole table is transferring energy transfers. That transfer energy is going right there. Now the bridal party is lit. Now everybody's having fun, and it's because of that one auntie. Same thing with the stadium tonight. I was like, I got to get the students involved. Once the students got involved, everybody was. It was dumb. Oh, it was dumb. So,
It's a chain effect, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't really just like practice like that or make sets. I will have songs that I think I want to play. Sometimes I get to them, sometimes I don't. I have to go to the tried and trues that get them dancing. But sometimes when it's like new music, I want to throw in there. I'll play a hit. I'll play the new record. I'll play a hit. That way, I done got it squeezed in. It's in their head. So next time I play it, prime example. Do y'all know Rick Ross BMF? I think I'm a big Sarah Hoover. So we were, when that song first came out, me and my partner Rob, well actually the other three guys I was talking about, we were in Miami. Rick Ross and Diddy had a party at one of these clubs, and he premiered this song. I was like, oh, I can't wait. Oh, I'm talking about the whole crowd. I get home, I'm like, all right, I'm finna run this. I think I'm Big Meat, Larry Hoover. Crickets. Crickets. 2 weeks later, I think I'm Big Meat. I'm like, bro.
We was just talking about that.
I hate when people jump on the wave, man. Like, I was like, bro, I don't think it was 2 weeks. I think it was like a month and a half later
crazy,
before
bro.
it got hot. And I was like, bro, like, it was hot then.
I tried to get y'all it then.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. But,
You see that all the time when somebody's just starting out, or like with a musician or artist.
Yeah.
You know, it's underground for a moment.
Yeah.
You got a couple people that might post it and everything, but say a celebrity shouts that individual out. Oh yeah, hard.
Yeah,
But
you wouldn't even think about it.
You
Yeah.
literally showed
bandwagoning,
two weeks ago. You posted it on your story. Everybody's like, "That's kind of lame."
Yeah.
But that's just people for you.
It's like the Stanley Cups. They're going crazy over these cups. These cups been out 20 years.
You're right.
And they were for construction workers.
Right.
And some ladies posted about it. The company did the smart thing, appeased the ladies, and now people are fighting. Like I just saw a video. Like they had a full-on brawl in Starbucks because they had a special edition Stanley Cup, and this dude jumped over the counter, took a box of them, and ran out the Target. It's crazy.
That whole Stanley deal, I was just talking about that the other day.
Guys, you can literally get one of these water bottles
That guy
from Walmart.
big old garbage cans.
$12. It has the same effect.
You can get any kind of insulated water bottle. and it's
Yetis,
gonna
I saw a video. Like
The
the
Yetis
Yetis are way
stay
better.
colder. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeti stay colder. Yeah.
Gotcha. But we looking at the good side of it and everything. Tell us a bit about like the adversity you kind of had to go through while DJing and stuff.
Adversity. So when I first started, DJs wouldn't give me, like older DJs, they wouldn't give me music outside of my partner Sweat. He gave me what he had. But of course, as times changed, the music changed. So he had gotten out of the DJ game, so some of his stuff was outdated. I mean, of course, there's the tried and true Webby, Boosie, like this is that era. So when I would reach out to DJs asking for music, they act like they couldn't give it to me. DJs undercutting. It's a lot, but I don't really just like dwell on it. Like I don't care. Like I got to the point to where I can either blame them for the situation, or blame me, and I just make a change. There's negative with everything, but I don't even dwell on it. Like I have a motto that started in 2012, good vibes only. And that was at one of the second, literally the lowest point, because I was attempting suicide. My mom saved my life from me killing myself. And out of that came good vibes only. Like I don't dwell on any negative stuff. It's all it's all an opportunity to learn.
So what does music in general do for you as an individual? You know, like you said, you go through highs and lows in life. What type of setting does DJing music put you in?
What do you mean?
So there's a certain song that you listen to, you're like, man, this will describe, what I'm going through right now or how I'm feeling. And so it takes you out of that moment of, man, not dwelling on the past and like looking ahead towards the future.
I listen to when I get into moods like that. If I rarely do, but when I do, I go to my tried and true Miles Davis. Miles Davis and Quincy Jones has this album called Live in Montreal, straight jazz, and it's mellow, got some upbeat stuff in it, but it just puts me in like a zone. Like, yeah.
So like, what particular track or genre would you say is underrepresented in the DJing scene?
It depends, because I DJ for everybody. So it really just depends on the region. If we're talking about Mississippi, I don't hear a lot of EDM. I don't hear a lot of Jersey club. I'm starting to hear it because you got like Lil Uzi's song. Nicki just dropped a new track. It's a couple of other Jersey clubs like it's not oomps music, but it got that vibe to it. It really just depends on the region. Like I DJ all over, so I have to have like I DJ bar. I've DJ bar mitzvahs. I DJ quinceañeras. I DJ repasses. There's really not a real underrepresentation of music. I would say if people open their ears more and had broader taste in music, they would see like it's a
because it's so much of an emotional connection. There's this one time that I remember we was at the basketball game last year, and DJ played one song, and we was over there, and it's moments like that where it can truly
transform you and take you to a place. Music will definitely take you to a place to where I remember when I think 3 weeks ago at the women's game I dropped Broccoli. Ain't no telling what I'm in, and all the girls was. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's an old track. Like, I mean, I don't know if he was. No, Drum had a couple of songs, but like, I mean, songs like that they transfer take you to another level. Or like even the older crowd tonight when I played the Boogie Shoes. They was the old people in there two stepping like it was a vibe. So yeah.
And so in the scenery of you doing bar mitzvahs, basketball games, New Year's events, all those different genres and events, what separates a great DJ from a good DJ?
DJing for the crowd and not themselves. You are there to provide a service. When I'm DJing the basketball games, I'm DJing for the players. Not what I want to hear.
Right.
What they want to hear. I don't listen to NBA or Lil Baby on the record. Like in my normal setting. I'm a Jay-Z, Nas, like, I'm DJing for them.
Right.
So we Lil Baby in and out, we Boosie in and out, we NBA because I want them to have that energy on the court to win the game. Case in point tonight, like I can show you the pregame, like they in there jamming, like we having a time. And that reading the crowd, DJing for the client that you have, preparing. I say I don't practice, but I do prepare. Like I say, I do have songs that I need to make sure I have, whether I play them or not. I do prepare. I prepare a set. I don't practice a set, but I prepare. Like I'm gonna have this. All right, if this happened, I'm gonna play this. If this happens, I'm gonna play this. And just learning the craft, not being. When I came up, you had to earn your DJ. Like my DJ name was given to me. Like you couldn't just say you were a DJ. I had to earn it. So times have changed.
I know when I was in high school playing sports, like the person behind the controlling the music and everything, they'll play a certain song. It's pregame for football. We in the state championship. Like, yeah. It just gets you in that mood, and it's when you sit back and reflect on it, in your position of being a DJ, like, man, that win right there, I made a contribution to that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I told my daughter tonight. I was like, bro, I had the crowd lit. I
Oh,
don't care. I don't care what nobody say. I had that crowd lit tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was like, they played their butts off.
Mm-hmm.
I had the crowd lit
Oh yeah.
So, like, how are you able to be so versatile in your approach in DJing? You know, you said you.
Okay. So when I told you about the $75 hype man, so fast forward, I started DJing. I started MCing for the college DJ, the radio DJ, the hood DJ, the wedding DJ, and
All those experiences.
the hip hop DJ. So I'm MCing. I know what to play, what not to play in certain settings. Like I was able to take what they taught me in those different situations to be able to DJ for this person, this person, this person, this person.
I know. Okay, I want to ask one more thing. So I know that the DJing equipment is probably like real expensive, right?
Very.
So talk about the investment. Like you saying, man, I'm about to. Did you already have that money set aside? Or?
No. Rest in peace to my auntie. When I first decided I wanted to DJ, my aunt Linda let me borrow $600 to get my first mix. I still have it. Never give it away. And she was literally the only one that thought this could take off. My parents finally turned over. I think they came with me to a 50th birthday party maybe my second year DJing. And I had them drive with me there. I was using my dad. Like I said, my dad's a musician, so I was using his speakers and his amps and stuff. So I used his stuff until I could buy my stuff. And I showed them my setup. I entertained the crowd, party. They had a blast, and we on the ride home. They quiet, and they just looking at me. I'm like, what? I'm like, what y'all looking at? That was my son. I don't know who that was. Kujho. That was not Marcus. I don't know who that was. That was Kujho.
That's crazy.
And from that moment on, they were like, this is your career. Whatever you need, we got you.
So would you say that? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, so initially my equipment was borrowed. And then I slowly built. I'm a big proponent in reinvesting in yourself. My wedding clients my weddings for 2023 should not be the same as 2008.
Yeah.
You should always be in reinvesting. If this is something that you consider a business, something that you consider being involved in, you should always invest into it.
So I got a question. Do you feel, for someone just aspiring to do something outside of getting a job and stuff, like businesses, being a recording artist or something like that, DJing, do you feel that a support system is necessary for them?
It's mandatory.
Mandatory.
You have to have somebody to believe in you. I tell my daughters all the time, like, I believe you can do anything. You put your mind to, and we here to support you. We want you to make smart decisions. But yes, you definitely have to have a support system. You have to have somebody in your head, even if it's just you, telling yourself that you can do it. You have to have somebody.
So what do you look for in people that you might want to collaborate with, if they be music artists or other DJs? What do you look for? Are you looking at their work ethic?
Definitely. I hate lazy people. I hate it. I ran across this young gentleman named Jacoby. 2018, he had this disease called Batten disease, which left him immobilized, couldn't do anything for himself. But he always had a smile on his face. He passed away 2020, actually coming up on his anniversary, I think death anniversary, like 6 days. But like whenever I saw him, he couldn't bathe himself, he couldn't change himself, he couldn't feed himself, but he always had a smile.
Right.
And he was always up. Like he couldn't move, but he was always up, smiling, happy. So I think to myself, if God has blessed me with my legs, my arms, the ability to talk, the ability to serve myself, I'm doing a disservice to God from the blessings that He gave me from just my limbs. You know what I'm saying? So like whenever I see somebody that has like the gumption to do something, I'm either gonna work with them or I'm gonna support them, one way or the other. Whether I know him or not, if I'm just scrolling on social media, oh man, he doing it, share, or she doing it, share, whatever I can do with my support base to help them, you know.
And I feel like that's very important. Like that's a topic in society, you know, today, where people really don't they like to be secluded and don't want to, you know, advertise or say your friend is doing something with their podcast or YouTube, and they don't want to post it. It's just easy to click.
I hate it because it's like I don't share people's stuff for them to share it back, for them to share mine. I share it out of genuine love and support for what they do. It's just a share. You put it on your stories, it's 24 hours.
You don't know how many people, you don't know who say, man, I've been looking for something like this.
Exactly. That's why anytime I see a business, anything that comes past me, I try to share it. What we have to get back to is community. Like, we cannot advance without each other. God put us here to serve. And we have to serve each other. If we don't serve each other, we die. It's just that simple.
Yeah, because when you have, it says, bad company corrupts good morals. And so that's why it's so important to have people around you, people that you're investing in, and giving them nuggets to help them advance in their purpose.
Right.
You know, that's so important. And not to be, you know, secluded. Okay, of course you may be like, man, I'm kind of nervous. I don't know if I should really speak to him. But like you said, that one moment, it can literally change the whole trajectory of your life.
Exactly.
Have you ever? Oh
no, go ahead.
I was gonna ask, have you ever got bad feedback? Well, I'm not gonna say bad feedback, but have you ever got feedback? Yeah, that you just didn't want to hear, or you feel like?
Everybody does. I just take it with a grain of salt.
Like, have you ever taken in some like that was truly like life changing for like your career? Like, has someone ever said something to you that you took in your heart and you was?
This is gonna be funny. So I was in Vegas DJing for Kevin Hart, Adrian Peterson, and J. Cole when he first popped. This is like first pop. So I'm out there and this little old white lady. I was heavier than I am now. She was like, "You know what'll help you out?" I was like, "What?" She was like, "Lose some weight." And I was like, "Okay." It's kind of mean, but you know, she was like, she was like, "You're an attractive young man. You just need to lose a little weight, and you'll be able to DJ in Vegas every week because they love an attractive young man that has some muscles." And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna start." And literally, that was like 2013, 2012 when I started working out. And later on, I won't say it was this year, I read about this thing they call the halo effect. So when I'm not saying I'm the best looking guy, but when you're an attractive person, things that you do, get put up. Yeah. You get the bookings first. You get called first, and I think that came from, and then you also get confidence from eating right and working out, and like all this stuff just flows hand in hand. So I would say that would be the life changing advice. And the little white lady at the pool. She was like, "Yeah, you need to lose a little weight." That's crazy. And I was like, "You know what? That's me."
It was for the better too.
I think so. Because I think at that time I was like 229. I would weigh around about I average about 185 to 189 now. So that's good. Like I show people pictures of me before, and it's like night and day. Like, people don't even believe it's me.
It's crazy. Hey, that's one thing about working out. Once you start getting into the flow of things, it's like adrenaline. It's like a high.
Yeah, I can't get rid of it. Yeah, I can't go without it.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Me personally, I can't. It's been a couple weeks I haven't went to the gym.
I was gonna say Christmas holidays. I ain't working out. No, I was like, I'm gonna take this time for me. Enjoy my family. I'm gonna eat whatever I want.
Big my
Like,
back.
I ain't did this in so long. Like, yeah, I'm gonna big my back. Like, I ain't did it in so long. I was just like, I can bounce. I know I can get myself back in shape. I know what to do. I just gotta eventually do it. Like, yeah. Like, so now I'm working out. But when my daughter's in town and they got Oreos and hot fries, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So yeah, like it's now okay. I'm gonna go in there and give me some chips, but I gotta go work out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now I'm slowly went out. Now they're going back to school. My youngest daughter went back to school today. She's going back to school next week, tomorrow. So now I can get back into my routine of eating a little bit better.
Hey, but sometimes you always gotta have those
Oh yeah,
them cheat days.
Ooh, those was cheap days. They were cheap weeks.
No,
I was down bad. Pizzas, Zaxby's, man, God.
Do you ever get like a I don't know how to say it. You get like a feeling that come over you. That's how I am. When I'm not in the gym and I start eating, I'm just eating whatever I want when I want. I'm like, bro,
why am I
it's
doing
time to
this?
stop. I start hitting push-ups.
Yeah, I don't know. What I do, I start walking. I start walking around the neighborhood or just walking around the house. Like, I be like, I gotta do at least like 5 minutes walking. I gotta do something because I'm just like in here, just like, just like eating whatever.
Because like yesterday, I didn't go to the gym. I'm just going to knock out 30 push-ups real quick.
Yep.
Bro, just hit you 50.
And that's what I tell people now, like when they don't know what to do when it comes to working out. I just tell them just do 20 minutes of something. It's better than you doing 20 minutes of nothing. Like just do 20 minutes and slowly let that become a habit. Then you can add another 10 minutes. You can add another hour, whatever you want to do. But yeah, start somewhere.
So how do you maintain a balance between keeping your vision of your art and then, catering towards the audience? Because you said, yeah, you cater towards the audience, but you also had that vision, right? So what I mean by vision or artistic vision is like you have in mind how you want the crowd to be. If I play this genre right here, it's going to be electric. But then I also need to make sure that I'm catering towards the crowd. I'm seeing their body language and everything, because body language is very important. Right. So how do you maintain that balance of keeping your vision of what you want the scene to look like, how you want that outcome to be, but then
my vision is always making sure they're satisfied. So whether it's playing something, I want to hear playing something they want to hear. My vision is always there. Like I can envision in really the manifestation and all that stuff. Like tonight, I played Waka Flocka. Was it Oh Let's Do It, or it was one of them. And I literally had thought that in my head. I was like, that crowd gonna go crazy. And I'm in the bed last night. I'm like, this one play. Crowd gonna go nuts. And literally, yeah. And I'm talking about they in there lit. And my vision, I guess my visions, my manifestation, the thoughts that I put in my head, I just put it out there, and it happens.
Would you say that's the event from tonight would be one in your top 5? Or
definitely, because it's my first SEC game for the men. I did one for the women, and I don't know how many Mississippi State students look. I need y'all to support the women, man. I need y'all to pack out the whole like they so dope, they so cool, bro. Like they deserve. I think it's because I have 2 girls that I'm so hard pressed on supporting women like I do. Like women that I ain't looked at basketball like this. I
enjoy the game.
I definitely don't look. I never looked at women's basketball until I started. Even I the volleyball DJ for Southern Miss, and I never watched volleyball. Man, it's amazing. Like that shit is fun. Even outside the DJing, it's like women's sports are like they do their thing, and I just be like, bro, y'all just come support. Like, do it. Like, I promise you're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
And plus, I'm DJing. So, hey.
Tell me one of your like.
But yeah, that was definitely top 5. Definitely my top 5.
Tell me one of your like funniest stories like that you got from DJing.
Funny, ooh.
I'm trying to laugh, bro.
Ooh, funny. Funny story.
Anybody ever hand your USB drive? Be like, hey, please, real quick.
No, that was almost end up in fights. Those don't never be funny. They get mad at me.
Bro, you didn't play my song.
Bro, yeah. I almost got into a fight with somebody because I told them I wasn't playing this song.
Mm-hmm.
Artists. I'm trying to think of a funny story. Mm-hmm. But artists, give the music to the DJ before the event, not at the event. The best thing to do is say, email, call, DM, whatever. I'm such and such. This is my music. Give me feedback. Let me know how it sounds. I may be able to put it in the mix. But if I'm not thinking about your music and you just come up with me in the middle of the club or the middle of the event and you like, hey man, hey dog, hey, I got $200.
I don't want that.
I don't care.
I'm
not playing. Yeah. I'm not playing your music. It's not gonna happen. Like send it out. Like here's my email. Here's my Instagram. Send it to me after. Yeah. And funny story. I'm really just trying to think of something that just happened that just was crazy. That's PG-13 that I can say in front of my daughter. I'm really just trying to think of something that I really don't have a funny story that one would not incriminate people. Two would not embarrass my child. And I have a lot of political.
Step outside.
Yeah, I have a lot of political friends I can't. Yeah, we're gonna move past it. I'll tell y'all that one off.
So
get away from.
So how do you find that balance between this? You would say DJing is a passion of yours, right?
Oh, definitely. I would say entertaining people.
Okay.
Is the passion.
Mm-hmm.
Making people smile, making people laugh, making people, I'm not a comedian, but getting people out of whatever's going wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's my passion.
Mm-hmm. Bro, we was literally talking about that, talking about how much of an effect, not only with music, but players, how much of their emotional connection they have with the fans. Literally, the fan can be going through a terrible day and say they're like, hey son, hey, we're gonna go to this game. And because of that game, and because the team won the game, they have a memory.
Energy shift. Yeah.
They have a memory between one another. And it's like, wow.
It even held a lot of weight in high school. You know, when you sit back and you spectate the game, it's like, dang, like it's a lot of people like their mood is relying on how you playing this game. And I'll say you probably did too. You took it for granted somewhat.
Yeah.
Like
those
like some games you like, bro, I don't even care, bro. Like when you at practice.
Oh, at practice?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You talking about practice? Bro, when the coach will be like, all right, y'all need to do this, y'all need to do this. But then when game time comes, when you see the fans and just the smiles that you're putting on their face,
you got so
it's like, it gives you that energy boost.
Yeah.
It gives you that adrenaline, that pump. Like, yeah, let's get it. Let's keep going. Even though, so you might have.
I feel like there's a misconception with like a lot of like entertainment, like people that's in the entertainment industry, is they try to like benefit themselves when you are in entertainment. You entertaining other people. So it's about the other people. And that's kind of what we went through at first with our podcast. Like we were thinking about how what we were doing was going to affect other people, but not as like trying to give them, you know, something. Like we were doing a podcast for us and for basically to say, man, we versatile. You know, we
to let people know that we're not just goofy.
Yeah,
you know, that's what it was at first, and then we read this book. It was like it takes the pressure off of you when you're worried about your performance, and you're worried more about what can I do
to make somebody feel better.
To make somebody feel better. And I done said this in almost every single episode. Theodore Roosevelt. People don't care about what you know. until they know that you care.
Yeah.
And that's facts. Like you said, your perception affects your reception.
Yeah.
What's the energy that you're giving off? Are you just giving off, they just...
People can read energy, bro.
Oh, yeah.
People see if you don't really want to be here.
Oh,
And so that's so important with body language and everything. But going back to the DJing being a passion of yours, but I'm always hearing you talk about your daughters and your family. So how do you find that balance between, okay, this is a passion of mine, entertaining folks, but then also making sure I build that, the memorable events with my daughters, with my kids?
Well, I mean, time on is time on, time off is time off.
Mm-hmm.
And then like sometimes like tonight she came, my oldest daughter came to the game with me last week. Both my daughters were with me. Like being able to share those moments and memories. Also just, I mean, it's really about organization, organizing your time. My wife, when we first started dating, she was like 5 o'clock. The phone got to go off. Like she was like, you can be Kujho 9 to 5, but you my husband, you my boyfriend after 5 o'clock. So ain't no business calls. It's time. It's time for us to watch Law and Order, or The Wire, or whatever we're watching at the time. So I mean, you really gotta make sure that, I mean, they are my support system. Like I could say like my family are my biggest fans. Like, so I gotta make sure I got time for them.
Man. You got anything?
I ain't got nothing. What? No, go ahead. I know you got something.
Oh, you know I have questions. So, where is one place that you have on your bucket list that you want to DJ at? If that be an event,
Germany.
Germany? Why Germany?
So my SoundCloud, I have mixes on there, a couple of hundred, millions of listeners. The majority of them, United States, Germany. Like they play my mixes on radio in Germany. So that's like one of my go-to places I want to. I have to go to Germany and DJ a set.
Ooh, that'd be live.
So where are you looking to go with DJing? Like what's
World domination, Pinky.
Yeah. Take over.
Nah, I'm for real. Like, I want to train up a younger generation of DJs. 'Cause I'm not gonna do this forever. I do not want to be that old man still DJing in the club. Make sure, like, I just impart wisdom on those DJs that we have now that are coming up that are dope in the SIP. I just really want to put on for my state, bro. I love Mississippi. I love it to death, and I just want the world to know that we lit. Like that's really my ultimate goal. Just like being able to just spread that Mississippi hospitality across the world.
So, for the viewers out there listening, what do you want them to know about DJ Kujho and what he's gonna bring if you ask him to do a set for you?
look at you?
Let's see. What am I bringing? I'm bringing the energy. I'm bringing liveliness. I'm dancing. I'm talking on the mic, hyping you up. I'm making sure you sweat your weave out. I'm making sure your shoes hurt. I'm making sure your feet hurt. I'm making sure you have to have you some slides instead of heels. I'm making sure that your guests are gonna be talking about your event forever. And I'm gonna be me the whole time.
Hey, he's serious about they gonna remember those events. I know you got a lot of awards. You've been getting awards back to back for the weddings you've been doing.
Yeah, Couples Choice. Prayerfully, this will be my 5th year. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know next week, but Couples Choice weddings 2020 from 2020 to now. DJ of the Year in Hattiesburg several times, whether it was the Pineville Hip Hop Awards or the Signature magazine. Of course, like I say, I've gotten social media awards as far as like SoundCloud listeners and stuff like that. But yeah,
extensive portfolio. Y'all hear that?
Yeah,
he probably could have said more, but we've been here for about 3 hours.
Yeah, I've DJed so many corporations, schools. I just thank God for it all, man. I'm grateful. Like, that's one thing. I'm grateful.
Oh, yeah. So before we close out, man, what advice would you give for, me and IJ as we're starting to build our brand and get into the gist of YouTube and everything? What advice would you give for us? Because I know you've been through so many experiences being a DJ.
Be yourself at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it comes across good or bad, it is what it is. You be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, people can tell when you're faking the funk.
Right.
Keep going. I've had my truck stolen. I've had equipment stolen. I've had my truck blow up. I've lost all my music.
Mm-hmm.
Had my laptop crash in the middle of a set. I've had lights fall down and crack wide open. It don't matter. Keep going. I don't know what the verse is, but it says, if I take care of like the birds, the bees, and animals, how much more would I do for you if you worship me?
Mm-hmm.
So whenever bad times come, God brought you through that. He's going to bring you through that.
Mm-hmm.
So keep going. Be authentic and keep going. And be authentic, keep going, and be grateful.
Oh, yeah. Those are good nuggets right there. Once again, DJ Kujho, we appreciate you coming on to the podcast.
Thank y'all for having me.
Kujho!
Appreciate y'all, man.
We out. Away!